Houston is a town full of wannabes, but there's only one Nia P, baby.
When the odds are stacked against me, I like to prove people wrong.
I like to keep the peace in my life until you cross me.
They underestimate the quiet ones, but there's always something up my sleeve.
I may be the new girl on the scene, but don't get this twisted.
Everyone always tries to come for you when you're on top, but I'm not moving.
Alright, so now that we calm down a little bit. So, explain to me, Tanaya, because we didn't get to catch the meeting up with you and Ryan about the actual modeling gig. Just tell me a little bit how that went and why it didn't go well.
It wasn't gonna go well.
Why?
Because it wasn't. It just really wasn't gonna go well.
So, okay, so one thing that you did say was that she commented on your experience.
Yeah. I mean, everyone comments on your experience. I have no problem with someone commenting on my experience. The problem that I have is when you get information from someone else and then you come and you bring that information to me. No, you ask me something that you want to ask me yourself. You know, personally, you.
Okay.
Don't come at me with some stuff that somebody else done told you, so now you want to come and ask me. Don't do that.
Okay.
Because in the beginning, you didn't do that.
Okay. So, you actually told Ryan about tonight. Mm-hmm. So, were you being shady and messy about trying to tell her about tonight?
No, actually, originally, I was like, you know what? Let me try to actually be a nice person and tell Ryan about Tanaya. Now, did it come off shady? Yes. Will I apologize for it? Yes, I apologize. Because really and truly, I was just trying to be a nice person.
To be honest, it didn't even come off shady. It didn't even come off shady, to be honest.
Okay.
It didn't. I didn't even take it as shade or offensive, you know? And when he said it, I was like, oh, okay, you know, when I was watching it. But then, you know, people have to put that 2 cents in it, you know, throw their little...
Are you talking about Shay?
Their experience. Yeah, and it's fine. Hey, sweetie, you are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I give credit when it needs to be given, but that was just a little bit too much. But...
So why did you... Well, we already talked about that, so... You got something to say?
You know, I know Ryan, okay? And I saw her, I've seen her do her casting calls and stuff like that. And Ryan, she actually passes up a lot of attractive models. Like, I don't know if it's something that she doesn't want the models to look better than her or something like that. She wants them,
Probably.
you know, uglier or something, you know. So I feel like maybe that's why, maybe that has something to do with Tanaya.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe it was because she had, like, a lot of glue.
It was getting to her brain.
Yeah.
The chemicals was sinking into her brain.
You know, it is right there by the
Okay. So, speaking of rock, so let's just kind of jump just a little bit ahead. So, with the whole party situation, because she invited all of you. She didn't really know you, Tanaya. She didn't really know Shay. We got introduced to Ryan by Erica. So, Erica, with her inviting everybody, do you think that she genuinely wanted to get to know everybody, or she was trying to be messy?
Messy.
When it came to that party, I don't believe it was genuine. I think it was more of a, hey, it's me, y'all come worship me type thing.
On her part.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did y'all feel about Ryan? What was the consensus about her?
She should have been left with you.
Okay.
Mary J.
What'd you say, Alice?
She should have been left where she was.
Okay.
You know, Ryan, to me, she tries to portray like she's just so uppity and bougie, but Ryan is just as ghetto as the next girl from
just
3rd,
so
5th ward.
glued
She
out
is
and
just so
so
ghetto as them. But she acts as if, oh my God, let's do this because she was the main one on the sofa yelling, screaming. And, you know, jumped on, oh, that thong.
With that thing
you know,
on.
and like Tanaya said, all that glue in her head was ghetto. You should know. You know, nobody sit in the mirror anymore and glue their hair in. If she's so uppity and bougie,
Get it sewn in.
You know? That's,
Okay, now, you actually saw the tweet that she sent out.
Yeah.
And you were trying to kind of be friends with her.
Yeah.
So, give me your reaction when you saw that tweet. What did you think of it?
Hot fucking mess.
I was surprised. I was like, damn, why she have to say all of that about us? You know what I mean?
I didn't see
So
it. I
what she,
follow her.
okay, so what she said was, what she tweeted that she had no interest in being around a bunch of hood rats, liars, and phonies. And that's
all her in one.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
She looked like a hood
Stay out
and
the
rat.
mirror. That was cute.
All right. So now she was going to offer you a gig or whatever she was going to do. So now that that happened, where does that stand?
No, I just told her that I wasn't interested anymore, and that all that shade that she was throwing, it was unnecessary. She didn't know anybody anybody there. She didn't get the chance to get to know anybody. She just pointed fingers.
Well, let me stop you there. Because with that whole thing, yeah, she didn't know anybody, that's true. However, you were kind of a part of her not really getting to know anybody. Because you did, from day one, sit there and try to bash Shania to get this gig.
Yeah, that was just the gig, though. Everybody's personality and how everybody was, that had nothing to do with me. I was just concerned about the money. That is my motive, is the money. Me getting my portfolio out there, me doing what I need to do for me and my son. Other than that, I didn't have no parts in that.
Okay. So, Chris, we saw Mama Treese. Mama Treese is not going to join us today for the reunion. But, Mama Treese, she has her fans out there. You went to Mama Treese to talk about the Lavelle and London, whatever it was. A question that was asked was, did you go to Mama Treese because no one in the group cares about your relationship?
Actually, no, because that's clearly not true. Because once again, you brought up my relationship, and everybody had a comment or a gift. But anyways, no, I really went to her because she's mature and she was outside looking in. Like, I can't go amongst other people who are side-eye having their own personal conversations when I'm not around about my is to be or not to be relationship, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? So I can't go and sit and talk to people who are clearly talking about me when I'm not even there.
But
or when I am there.
But don't you talk about some of them?
Yeah, but I don't speak on their personal lives. I speak on how they act towards me.
Can I make a comment?
Actually, y'all do speak on my personal life.
Hold on. Let me make a comment because, okay, he says that we speak about Lavelle and all this other stuff, but he's the one who brought Lavelle even to the table when Erica had said she wanted me and him to meet. She didn't say anything about, nobody brought Lavelle into this whole thing except for him.
Exactly.
So he told this story, whatever, whether it was a lie or whatever, I don't know what he wants to own up to, but he did that. And the fact that you were going through your personal stuff, it would have actually been good if you were honest, because I've actually had relationship issues through my past. Everybody's had relationship issues. So if you were genuine, and if you would have actually been a genuine person to us, we could have actually been that shoulder for you to lean on. And if you would actually own up to some of the stuff that you did, hell, we all lie. Everybody lies. If you say you never lied, then you're lying right there. So we could forgive a lie, but once you carry it on, nobody can forgive that. We can't forgive it until you own up to it and you admit that you were wrong.
So you did go to Mama Treese and say that you see London around, common friends. What friends do y'all have? Because I find it hard to believe that y'all have friends. Okay. So what common friends do y'all have together?
He and I?
Yes.
Well, before, I was cool with Ashton and Tanaya, and they were cool with him. And before, as you clearly seen, me and Erica, we were really close, and she used to be really close with him. So clearly we had friends in passing. And we, things were, clearly we were going to be at events or at situations where we had to be around each other because
unless you were
all of us were still talking.
We don't go to none of the same places. They might not let you.
So let you tell it, but weren't we just at Ryan's party together? Oh,
party,
but we never go to the same
add
place.
The quotations.
Carry on.
Okay, well, now we're gonna let me ask you this. Getting prepared to go to Ryan's party, you and Tanaya and Ash were, driving there. Erica called you, and she said that you had faked to be her friend for last season's reunion. Why do you think she said that, or how do you feel what she said?
She might have felt that way. I didn't know that she felt that way. I'm sorry that she did feel that way, but I did distance myself from her for Chris because kind of right after the reunion, I just stopped talking to her. I didn't talk to her anymore. So she probably figured that, okay, the reunion's over, he's not talking to me anymore, he only used me for the reunion. Which, it's her prerogative to think that. I didn't do that, but, I understand why she would have.
Okay, so Eric, I want to ask you. You did tell Shay that when London and Chris were going through their thing, you distanced yourself from London and hang out with Chris. Why did you choose Chris over London?
I don't know. I just at that moment I felt like Chris was a genuine, nice, loving spirit, honest. So, I don't know. I just happened to lean over towards Chris.
Okay.
I mean, that's just where, the cards fell.
Okay. So why were you, because you've known Erica for a while. So when she called you, you came off kind of rude to her. So why did you come off rude to her?
Because
Very
I was over it, and I'm over really the whole Chris situation. That's just like I said. I appreciate the fact that Lavelle did call Erica and apologize or anything like that. So I appreciate it, but if I cared if he apologized, I really didn't. I was just over the whole situation. I'm over anything having to do with them. I'm just trying to move on with my life.
Okay. All right. So now we're gonna get into the actual party fight or whatever, because that was the catalyst for the entire season. It felt like the season was building up to that particular moment, and then all hell just broke loose. So I want to start with Chris and Shay. Shay, I want to know, why would you decide to come into a group setting with everyone, but then come to be messy? Why would you decide to do that?
It was fun. It was hilarious to see the comedians on the other side of this table.
So when y'all saw them plotting to be messy, because it would really focus more on you two. So what did y'all think when y'all saw that?
I was.
Do you see my face reaction?
I was a little flattered. But I mean, I was just like, that's so petty. Some people don't have anything else. I'm trying to work on my brand and my stuff. So last thing I'm going to be doing is sitting in a bathroom talking about how I'm going to be messy and all this other stuff. So,
Okay.
that's me personally.
All right. So now, when y'all came in on a situation that was already escalated between her
it was
and
crazy.
Ryan. Okay, well, it was crazy. So why continue to escalate?
Because that was the perfect timing to come in and piss them off even more.
So do you?
Perfect.
So how do you think you came across to people with wanting to be messy?
Well,
Trash.
really?
Yes, really. That was such a trashy comment to me.
Man, I can't help it. If you look at it that way, that's fine.
But they call us ghetto though.
I'd rather be
So you think they're contradicting themselves by calling you ghetto, but then want to start messy?
Yeah, because that's even more ghetto.
So Chris, why would you decide to come in? Because let me ask you this: do you feel like you're an instigator?
Hell yeah. I never denied it. I never denied that I was an instigator.
And you guys are okay being those type of people?
But
We're not those type of
wait
people.
a minute. No, wait a minute. Now, how dare you fix your mouth to say that we're those type of people, but here you are right now at this very moment, you're gassing Tanaya up. You're sitting there and you're gassing her up. I watched you gas Tanaya.
How am I gassing
You gas her up all the
I'm actually
time.
sticking.
So don't ever fix your mouth to sit here and be like, you're just Mr. Oh so high and mighty, like you just don't ever start some shit.
That
You
was a-
start shit.
that was a
The
great
difference
speech.
between me and you,
Great
the difference
speech.
between me and
How
you
long
is
did it
that
take you
I
to
own up
practice
to
that?
the fact that I started some
Okay.
shit.
You didn't know. You
Okay,
didn't
the
own up
thing
to
is,
anything you've done.
no one gasses me up at all. I do my own thing. I rock my own boat. But I do commend Chris on his little, his messiness. Cause he does own up to his mess. But he does.
He hasn't owned up to nothing. None of the lies that he's told. None of the,
Oh yeah, okay. Well, that with Lavelle and all that, I don't know what's going on in the
And that's the thing about me. It sucks that you really don't even. He doesn't even feel bad about lying. He doesn't. He just accepts that characteristic trait.
Well,
That's not something you should own.
Well, after seeing them plot to be messy, because you did go to check on Shay. So had you known they were being messy, would you still have gone and checked on her?
No. After watching the show, I didn't. I actually liked Shay until seeing the show. I didn't have anything bad to say about Shay until seeing the show.
Okay.
And since that, yeah.
All right. So, Tanaya, we can go call it what it is. You got up and went for Shay. So, what made you do that? What made you go up and go after Shay?
I mean, everybody watched the video. I mean, I came back in. I was quiet.
Okay.
You know, I sat there and I minded my business. I turned the other way, and she kept going on and on and on. Like it's like she wanted me to do that. She wanted me to do that. Like she wanted that to come out of me. So I mean, I'm gonna give you what you want, and I'm gonna leave. And that's how I felt.
Okay.
Like that's what you wanted. That's what you asked for. Like you was nitpicking it for what?
Okay. So, Erica, you kind of try to stay out of stuff. So because you were sitting there taking selfies when they was arguing with each other, and you got out the way when stuff went down. So, as someone who wasn't being a part of all of that, tell me your opinion of it. Tell me your opinion of the fight. I want to know your opinion. Who do you think is at fault for?
I don't know who's at fault because I was in my own world.
Okay.
But what I will say is, people need to start acting like adults, acting, their age, and not like we're sophomores and juniors in high school.
Who particularly are you talking about?
Whoever was fighting. That's all I'm gonna say.
So you think Shay and Tanaya?
That's all I'm gonna say. Whoever was fighting. I was in my own world, but I'm just saying.
Okay. Who do you think was at fault?
Well, I think Shay was at fault, but at the same time, you kind of have to be you have to. No, I think Shay was at fault. I can't even say anything else. I think she was at fault. Because Tanaya did. She sat there, she was quiet. I don't think it's okay to just jump up and hit her, but at the same time, I understand where she was coming from, because, somebody's just pushing your buttons. They just, literally sitting there pushing you until you jump up.
Would you have done the same thing if you was Tanaya?
I'm not
Not you.
Oh.
Would you have done the same thing if you were Tanaya?
I mean, yes, if you keep running your mouth like that, and I'm not saying nothing to you, so you're just sitting up there asking for it.
You got something to say?
I do. I'm sorry. That's just bull to the capital shit. If you're grown, you should be able to, whether you want to hear what the next person has to say or not, if you're grown, just sit there and take it. There are a lot of times that people on this show have a lot to say about me, personally, and I have not put my hands on that one person.
Because last reunion, Chris, you did hop out your seat.
I hopped out of my seat, yes.
And
But did I physically harm anybody?
Because
No,
you couldn't
I
get to
did
him.
not.
Because you couldn't get to him.
No, I did not
It's 'cause you
physically
couldn't get to
harm
him.
anybody.
It's because you couldn't get to him.
I'm
though.
sorry, it's not going to
But
be
see,
okay.
the thing is, I have
You
no
can't
problem with
dish
it.
out and then not take it back.
Exactly, and I knew he was about
But
to say
she
that. But the
didn't say
thing is,
anything.
I have no problem with accepting words. I accept words my whole life. That's no problem. The thing is, don't keep feeding me shit, and think I'm just gonna take it. I'm no punk bitch. Like you said, I'm from the hood, right?
Oh.
So a bitch from the hood not about to take it.
Right.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of girls from the hood.
All right.
They're out the hood.
Okay.
They're still hood.
All right, and I'm still hood.
And
Okay, and
they
that's
don't
why.
need to get
And I
involved. They
bet.
don't need to do all what you do. They just don't need to do that. If you're a woman, if you're a lady, and I'm giving you words, and I'm saying a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm feeling it, and I'm making you so mad and angry.
Did you see that recording of K. Michelle going off on the men that had something to say, a dish about
I
her
did.
But did she
her
get up?
hoodness?
But did she
But
get
what
up?
did she say she would do to them?
Yeah,
If they spoke
but
again,
she let-
what
but
did she
she
say
let
she
it
would
get on.
do? Exactly.
So Shay,
You can only take so much. Tonight, you literally went in and I don't even
And I
think the
tried to
show-
control it. I was sitting there, I was, shaking
Yeah,
my
and
little
that's all
leg,
she
trying
did.
to help it, control it, keep it down. But hey, it's only so much, and
Everyone
that's only so
has
much I'm going to say.
Everyone has a breaking point.
So let me get, okay, so you say she shouldn't jump up and, do that. But why should you continue to go after her?
I don't know.
So do you not see where the balance is?
Yeah, there's balance, but quite frankly, I really don't care.
That's what I
Exactly.
mean.
I really
She's
don't.
just okay.
So you want her to not do that, but why should you?
I really don't care. I'm just speaking from people that I be around, even if I am a shit talker, even if I am coming for you.
Exactly. She's just
Either
speaking
way,
to
how
get
it go.
attention.
I told you, I think that she
So y'all think
wanted
she
attention
just
the
wants attention
whole
on the show?
season. Yeah, she saw the first season, saw what was going on. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I want
think
to
it
steal
was
that
plotted.
bitch's
They're
place.
friends,
Oh,
so
wow.
he might have actually went and told her this is what you need to do so you can be seen.
Because the whole time it was tonight. The whole time.
Not necessarily.
The whole time.
Okay, well, on that, we're gonna regroup, take a break.